Well, you don't see many pedestrians walking along in front of Sarasota's parking garage on Palm Avenue these days. That's because the shops along the street in the front of the garage are all vacant. But that may soon be changing. ABC7's Linda Carson is live from downtown Sarasota with more on that. Linda?
Lauren, take a good look at all of these empty storefronts because you won't be able to see this much longer because very soon some upscale stores and restaurants are going to be moving in here. The city of Sarasota has worked long and hard to bring some upscale stores here, but every time they got close to a deal, it fell through. Well, today the deal went through and these stores have a new owner. City commissioners gave their final consent, officially selling the retail space on the ground floor of Sarasota's new Palm Avenue garage to Jesse Biter for $1.6 million. Biter knows just what kind of tenants he wants there.
Looking for retail and restaurant that want to stay open later. Right now everything closes down at 5 o'clock, and I think downtown's really missing out on some of what my wife and I see when we travel around the world. We see some amazing retail, establishments that stay open 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, and it's fun to have your dinner and walk it off by shopping around town.
The space has been empty for about a year as the city searched for just the right buyer. They didn't want to get a speculator who'd just come in and buy the property and then just sit on it without developing it. They made sure that that can't happen.
We actually put in some protective covenants in our request for proposal that identified specific types of retail users that can go in there. We're looking at the sale of new goods or services. We're looking to generate pedestrian traffic.
Stansel says the space in front of the empty storefronts was designed to be extra wide, up to 27 feet in certain places.
So that will allow outdoor dining, for example, so there can be restaurants or bistros in that particular location.
The 11,000 square feet space can be divided up however the new owner wants, one large establishment or up to 9 smaller ones.
I kind of see 5,000 to 6,000 feet, 50 to 60% of it becoming a larger restaurant and the rest of it being more high-end boutiques.
But he needs to get started. The commission set the sale up, so the buyer must act within a certain time limit.
Mr. Biter has 90 days due diligence on the property, and then he will close within 120 days. And we've got some provisions in the covenants that we want to see within 270 days the first certificate of occupancy go in.
No problem, says Biter. He will hit the ground running.
We've already been talking to different folks, and we'll make some decisions probably early next year, and hopefully we'll see some construction happen well before the summer. And the city planner says that he doesn't think Biter's going to have any problem renting out these shops to upscale merchants. He says they've already had a lot of upscale merchants call the city and inquire about them. Coming up at 6, we'll tell you more about the new owner and his plans for these shops.